Hello everyone and welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Weekend is upon us. Try to enjoy time with your families, with your loved ones, with your friends, whatever the case may be. If you do enjoy the content, the only thing that I ask, please consider dropping a like and subscribe. Now this video will focus a bit more on the crypto market. It's actually nice to see that in the middle of all this volatility, Bitcoin seems to be somewhat stable, which is also a sign of where we are in the cycle. So basically, if we were in 2022 or any other year of the bear market, all these sell-offs would be a big catalyst to move lower, substantially lower. But since we are in the recovery year, the impact becomes more subdued. Now, I've had a few questions about my exit strategy when time comes from crypto assets. So basically, will I stay in crypto? Will I get out of crypto? When will I get out? All of these things. Now, I need to be extremely careful here. And I will divide this video in two parts. So number one, as you may know, my retirement coins, what I consider retirement coins, are Pulse Chain, PulseX, X, Hedron, and Icosa. So basically the Richard Hart ecosystem. Pulse Chain has had a very nice rally in the past couple of days. The reason is a lot of new projects in the ecosystem are coming online. Now, am I going to throw a party? No. Get it out of. What I'm trying to say here is what you want to see in this part of the cycle is not so much the green candles. The green candles are a result of what happens beforehand. So this is what typically people get wrong. You see, people don't buy Bitcoin at 25,000. People buy Bitcoin at 42,000. See what I mean? Why? Because they've had the little confirmation green candles, blah, 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 that makes them buy at a much worse price in the future. So people always, when they don't have the convictions very high, they always make the mistake of buying much more expensive than they could have. This happens in every market, it's just not in crypto. And by the way, if you do a bit of on-chain analysis, particularly on the Ethereum chain, for example, you see that the big wallets, talk about wallets with 50, 60,000 plus Ethereum in them, they buy heavily at the later stages of 2022 and in 2023. And they're buying over, for example, 2018, 2019 is the same story. What happens is, as we move into the bull market, they reduce their buying, and in the fourth year, they start to sell ahead of everybody else. And as you can imagine, retail does the exact opposite. But what are the things that I like to see? What are the things that give me confidence? The ETFs being announced, companies launching bonds on the blockchain, digital bonds basically. Bitcoin's hash rate is at all-time highs. Ethereum unique active users is at all-time highs. Cardano is developing, and their developers are extremely active, preparing projects for the next bull run. Pulse Chain, a lot of projects being developed, a lot of projects coming out. What else? Chainlink, the importance of inter-chain operability will be crucial in the future, in my opinion. So these are all the ingredients, in my opinion. You are free to disagree with me. You can call me every name in the book. But these are, in my opinion, the ingredients for a successful bull market. Is it guaranteed that a bull market will occur? No. These can all go to zero tomorrow. It's a reality. It's a risk. And people don't want to say it out loud, and they'll probably get a few dislikes for saying it. It's fine, but it's the reality. So if people tell you, oh yeah, I guarantee this and that, they are scamming you or just outright lying to you out of sheer ignorance. Now, I will probably delve into more details about exit strategies on my video for Saturday. Okay, guys, so please bear with me on that one, because I really want to make a bit of a longer video and to go into detail on that and to avoid creating too much confusion. Okay, part 2 of this video that I wanted to discuss over the next 3 minutes. What are the narratives for the next bull market? Because I've had this question asked a few times. At the moment, there is still no clear narrative. There was a semi-narrative with frog coins on the meme side. There was a semi-narrative with AI coins, but they came very early in the cycle. So in my opinion, it's difficult to say. I'm not saying that they're not going to last into the cycle. It may very well be the case. But at the moment, it's difficult to say so. What I would like, maybe, if you force me to say, okay, what's going to be the narratives then? I would see at this moment 3 things. Number 1, later ones were the kings of the last cycle. Does that mean that this cycle they will perform poorly? No. It simply means that not every layer 1 will do magnificent. So if you look at the previous cycle, any layer 1 with users, with no user, ghost chains, basically with no projects, no development, no nothing, all of them did extremely well. I don't think that's going to be the case now, because it was the narrative of the previous cycle. However, some layer 1s may still do very well, but I think will be fewer than the previous cycle. Number 2, I do think DEXs, so decentralized exchanges, are undervalued versus the layer 1 that they belong. Now, I'm not talking about Uniswap, which bans projects and basically is run by people that want you to eat bugs. Those are what's called fake DeFi. But the other DEXs, I think they will play a big role in the next cycle as DeFi will mature and all the damages that happen with FTX and all of these things, it became apparent how dangerous centralized exchanges really are. So the best way to really develop the crypto world and the blockchain world to the next level is to have decentralized exchanges doing the majority of the volume on the crypto space rather than the centralized exchanges. So I do think PulseX, PancakeSwap, QuickSwap, etc. will do better next cycle, and probably also order aggregators, like 1inch.io, anything that facilitates your exchange, your trades within the DeFi world without going to the centralized world. Now, it depends on the tokenomics, it will depend on a few matters, but I do think that decentralized exchanges will do well. Other thing that I think will do well is, at the moment we have a big issue, which is chains don't communicate very well within each other. So with others, I mean, Ethereum with Binance Smart Chain, with Pulse Chain, with Sui, etc. They don't talk to each other very well. So what ends up happening is basically you launch projects on specific chains, and that's it. And then you can create copies for sure, but there's no way to really, it's not so easy to do it in a safe way, because then you need bridges, but bridges get hacked all the time. So it's not easy, okay, at the moment. So I would say interchain operability will become very important in the future, in my opinion. Now, can I be completely wrong? Yes. Can it be the complete opposite of what I'm saying? Maybe. I mean, who knows? What I'm saying is I'm trying to look for these things and to see evidence of the next big narratives. And don't fall for for the earlier pumpers because I think it's still a bit too early in the cycle to know for sure which going to be the big narratives, the big top 3 narratives, let's say, of the previous cycle. So previous cycle it was dog coins on the meme side, NFTs, also kind of a bit meme in certain cases, and layer ones. Layer ones actually applicability, meme coins, well, As long as they're following, as long as they have more buyers than sellers, it will go up. NFTs, I think some of them can be useful. Most of them are complete trash. But in any case, those were the narratives, so I would be surprised that they would repeat and be the same narratives this cycle once again. But maybe we'll do something different this time around. I mean, who can tell for sure? Nobody. By the way, there are some rumors. There are 2 updates on the crypto world. Sorry, I shouldn't leave this by the end, but it's important. There's been a delay on the Mt. Gox coins to be distributed. In case you guys don't know, that's about 140,000 Bitcoin, which is about $3.7 billion, has been postponed for next year. This has been postponed so many times. I mean, it's good for the overall market because you remove a sell pressure. It's bad for the people who are waiting for the solution of their case for now, 11 years. So in that sense, it's a bit of a bittersweet situation. If I'm going to be very selfish, it's actually helpful for whoever's not involved, but I do think that it's important for those people to get the justice that they so much deserve. Secondly, there are some rumors that Coinbase is going to buy FTX. Look, the important thing is that we don't have Chapter 7 because that entails liquidation, which means they would need to sell everything that FTX has, which would be big sell pressures to the market. So if we can have restructurings or other exchanges acquiring their assets and not selling them, that would be positive for all of us. In any case, I'm not here to give you any financial advice, just here to broadcast my journey. About the question of exit strategies, wait for that video on Saturday. On Sunday, I will do a bit more of a macro video, as I usually do on Sundays, to explore the bigger trends of our times and don't focus so much on short-term things, but actually where I see the world going in the next 10, 15, 20 years, where I think the potential may be. Probably I will focus around artificial intelligence, but we'll see. And guys, if you do appreciate the content, please consider that like and subscribe. So thank you very much, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.